The Crucible is a mental toughness challenge, typically done in the beginning or at the end of a steel mace training session in the forge. It's basically a static squat, and we use the mace as an assist to make that static squat that much more difficult. So I'm going to start with a really wide stance. I want my toes slightly pointing out. My knees need to track over my feet. So it's really important that your feet aren't so wide that your knees are pitching in. The knees need to be pushing out. Your hips should sit back and your spine should be straight. And you're just going to put the shaft of the mace right underneath your chin and then lift it up. You can squeeze your elbows in to kind of hug the weight in. And then from here, make sure that the body weight is over your heels and that you can raise your toes up if you need to. Keep your back nice and straight. It's really important that the back is straight. If you're trying to sit really low to get a good low squat, but you don't have the mobility in your hips, and you start pitching forward, it's going to hurt your back. So come up a little bit, make sure that you're able to keep a nice straight spine as if it's being pulled up by a string, and then sit down as deep as you can, hugging that mace in nice and tight. As far as the breathing is concerned, I recommend taking this time to do some performance breathing, kind of work on some deep breathing techniques by just focusing on the nose. So you're going to close your mouth, you're going to push your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and then you're just going to cycle your breathing through your nose. It's just a good opportunity to kind of focus not on mouth breathing and do some deep breathing. You get a lot more oxygen to the brain, all sorts of benefits for nasal breathing. So hold the stance for as long as you can. Start with like a minute, start with a minute and a half, and then just keep increasing over time. Let me just highlight again, the knees push out over the feet, the hips have to break and sit back, spine needs to be up, and then hug the mace in nice and tight, just like that. And then again, closing the mouth, breathing only through the nose. Good luck.